Good evening, everyone. Let me give you the schedule. So today is 24th, right? From 24th to almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 24th to 28th. We'll be learning about Linux. Then from 1st to like almost 30th July, I'll be teaching you DevOps. Then we'll start AWS. Let's begin with this first one. So to learn Linux, first of all, you need to create AWS account. Let's create AWS account. I'll show you how to create AWS account. aws.amazon.com. Click on create an AWS account. People who didn't create AWS account, please listen. So after clicking on create an AWS account, this is sign up page. It is taking you to sign up page. You need to enter your email address. You already have your Gmail ID, right? You provide your Gmail email ID. Provide your full name or first name, any name, whatever name you want, you give your name, then click on verify email address. Once you click on verify email address, it will send one verification code for your email. You need to enter that email. So you need to enter that OTP, log into your Gmail, enter that OTP and click on verify. Then your email ID will be verified. Next page, you need to provide your password and confirm your password. That means you're setting up your credentials for your AWS account, email ID as well as password. Then click on continue. Here it will ask you to select what type of account you are trying to create. How do you plan to use AWS? Business purpose or personal? This is for personal use. We are creating this AWS account to practice AWS as well as DevOps. So choose personal and provide your details. Full name, your contact details, your country, address, full address. The next page, it is asking you to enter credit card or debit card details. Credit card or debit card details. These cards must be either Visa or MasterCard or American Express. Any of these three cards are accepted. Provide your card details like expiration, month, year, name on your card, CVV number. Then choose your address. And if you have PAN card, like you need to choose PAN card details. You need to enter PAN card details. Then the next page, it will send one OTP for your mobile number, registered number with your credit card or debit card, whatever card you details you enter. They'll deduct 2 rupees from your card to confirm whether this card belongs to you or not. Enter OTP, they will deduct 2 rupees from your card. No worries, again, they'll refund back to your account within 24 hours. Then confirm your identity. Choose, select this radio button, whatever name you give in the first page, it will show that name. Primary purpose of account registration, personal purpose, like I'm creating this account for personal use. Ownership type is individual because this account belongs to me, individual. It's not a business purpose or it is not like partnership kind of thing. It is an individual type ownership. PAN card, enter your PAN card number, select this checkbox and click on next. Provide your contact details to confirm your mobile number. enter your mobile number, your country. Like if you are in USA, select country code USA. If you are in India, choose India. Like wherever you are staying, provide that contact details. If you choose text message, they will send OTP. If you choose voice call, they will call to your mobile for confirmation. Like, after clicking on this button, they will send one OTP. You need to enter that OTP details and your contact number will be registered. And in the final page, you need to choose what kind of plan you need for your AWS. Basic support plan or developer support plan or business support. If you need basic support, it is free of cost. If you need developer support, it is $29 per month. If you choose business support, it is $100 per month. Simple, like if you have any issues with AWS, if you need any help, like technically, non-technically, whatever, you want to reach customer support, three options are there. If you choose basic support, it is free of cost. What kind of options you have, like what kind of features you have for basic support means, like recommended for new users just getting started with AWS, like 24/7 customer service is available, the customer support is available. If you have issues related to your AWS account, your billing related issues, like access related issues, if you have, you can contact them. Like if you have other issues like you can go for developer or business, but for us it is not required because unnecessarily you don't need to pay this amount, $30 per month, $100 per month. So better choose basic support and click on complete sign up. That's it. Your account is created. It will not take more than 5 minutes to create this AWS account. You just keep your credit card or debit card next to you while creating this AWS account. In the next page, like in sign in page, provide your email ID, click on next, provide your password, then log in. So this is the login page. Any doubts in account creation? Surrender, Prasad.
No.
Is it clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Next. Coming to AWS global infrastructure. The name itself, it is saying AWS global infrastructure means wherever Amazon company is having infrastructure across the globe, globally, across worldwide, in which regions Amazon company having infrastructure. Around 33 regions all over the globe, around 33 regions, Amazon has set up their data centers. See, these dots. In India, we have two places. One is in Hyderabad. Amazon has started like their data center. They launched in 2022 with 3 availability zones. The other one is in Mumbai. In Mumbai, they launched AWS data center in 2016, long back, 8 years ago. It is split into 3 availability zones. Like Australia, you have Sydney, Melbourne. You see here, Europe, London, Ireland, plenty of regions, like around 33 regions. And these red color dots are coming soon. In Saudi Arabia, AWS data center is coming soon. In Thailand, data center is coming soon. In Malaysia also, it is coming soon. These red color dots are coming soon. This is regions. And total, these 33 regions are splitted into 105 availability zones. Means if you see in Hyderabad, how many zones are there? 3 availability zones. That means AWS, Amazon company will not keep their data center only in one place. They will not keep their data center. See, data center means, as I explained in my introduction class, it looks like this. See, inside the building, it is in 3,600 acres. See, in 3,600 acres, Amazon company has set up the data center in Hyderabad region with an investment of almost 20,760 crores. Inside this building, you will see this millions of servers. So they will not keep this setup only in one place in Hyderabad. They will split into different zones. This data center is split in 3 zones. Why? What is the reason? For example, in Hyderabad, they kept this data center only in high-tech city. In high-tech city, there is an earthquake. What happens? Your servers will be destroyed or still it will be available for you to access your applications, whatever running on these servers which are present in high-tech city data center. Will it be accessible or it is gone?
It's gone.
You cannot able to access, right? It will be destroyed. Physically, they are like completely, at the earthquake is there, what happens? The building is collapsed. Obviously, the infrastructure inside the building will be also gone. So that's why what they'll do, they will set up this data center, even though it is in Hyderabad region, like they'll maintain some distance. In Hyderabad, one end they'll keep this data center, other end they'll keep one more data center, other end they'll keep one more data center. They'll ensure the distance between each data center, the distance between each availability zone is at least 100 kilometers. Mhm. Let's say Mumbai region. In Mumbai region, it is splitted into 3 availability zones. One availability zone name is Asia Pacific South 1A. Another zone name is Asia Pacific South 1B. And the third zone is Asia Pacific South 1C. These 3 availability zones having data centers, like in Asia Pacific, so in Asia Pacific, AP South 1A, like we have servers. Even in South 1B also we have servers. Even in South 1C also we have servers. Data center is nothing but this building, whatever you are seeing here. This is called a data center. Say Hyderabad ideal to set up data center like this. Whatever you're seeing in this image, that is called a data center. So that's data center is not set up only in one place, either in Hyderabad or in Mumbai. They will not keep that building only in one place. They'll keep in different places within the region. Even in Mumbai region also, they have data centers in Asia Pacific South 1A, 1B, 1C. And they'll maintain a distance of at least 100 kilometers between 1A, 1B and 100 kilometers between 1A, 1C, 100 between 1B, 1C. So that even if some natural disasters occur, that will not happen in all the 3 zones, right? Maybe in one part, if the earthquake or something happened, still your applications are available in another availability zones. That's why they'll maintain this distance. So this is called AWS global infrastructure. Globally, we are like Amazon companies creating the infrastructure across the globe in different regions, and each region is split into minimum 3 availability zones. In these zones only the data centers are located. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Next one. I logged into my AWS account. AWS means Amazon Web Services. You can see all the services, list of Amazon Web Services. By clicking on this, it will display all the services. Analytics. All these services comes under analytics. See, Athena is an analytical service. AWS Clean Rooms, Cloud Search, Amazon Data Firehose. Like these are all related to analytics service. Click on application integration and all these services. This is a service. It is a service. All these are services. These are all like comes under application integration services. Blockchain related, only one service is there. Compute related, EC2 service. Like AWS App Runner, batch service, EC2 image builder, like container related, ECR service, ECS service, EKS service. In AWS, we have 200 plus services. So you don't need to learn all 200 plus services. Like we learn some important services which are useful in our daily activities. You may work in any project, but all 200 services are not used. Okay, next. This is region. In AWS, we have different regions like North Virginia region, Ohio region, California, Oregon, Mumbai, Osaka, Seoul, Singapore, Sydney, like plenty of regions. Around 33 regions we have. Currently, where we are in Tokyo region. That is Russia, Japan. I think Japan, yes. This Tokyo data center is in Japan, right? So we are in Tokyo region. Whatever infrastructure you create here, if you create a database, that database will be created in Tokyo. If you create a server, that server will be launched in Tokyo. If you create storage, that will be created in Tokyo. Means whatever you are doing here in the console, everything will be reflected in Tokyo region. Now I have a requirement in Mumbai. I want to launch 5 servers in Mumbai. Then you change the region to Mumbai. Right now I'm in Mumbai region. So whatever you do here, that will be reflected in Mumbai region. So here you need to select regions. In which region you want to create infrastructure? Accordingly, you need to select the region and you have to create the infrastructure. But in this course, like while practicing, you don't choose like all the regions. Stick to only one region and you practice entire course in that region only. Because you will be forgetting, like if you do something here, in the next class, you open your console in North Virginia and you will search for that infrastructure, but actually you created that in Mumbai. So it will be unnecessary confusion for you. So choose only one region and practice everything in that region. And this is settings option in your AWS account. Like if you want to change your console, like you can change like language, what language you need. And under this, you can see here account ID. This is my account ID. And billing related, like if you want to see how much bills AWS is generating this month, previous month, click on billing and cost management. Auto payments. Okay, see, tell how much bill it is generated. 114 rupees. This is for the period of May 1st to May 31st. Means last month. Last month I got billing around 114 rupees. You no need to worry, you no need to pay any bills. They'll generate the bills. You can ignore them. If you don't pay for at least 3 months, they will suspend your account. No worries, you can create one more account again. But uh, by looking into that bill, don't pay the bills. See, for this current month, June 1st to June, that I got approximately $38 billing. It's almost 4,200. No, 3,200 almost. Almost 3,200 rupees the bill is generated for me. You can see here. For which service the bill is generated how much? For EC2 service, the bill is generated around $28. For VPC service, $2.9. KMS service, $0.1. You can like see. EC2 service. In Tokyo region, it is around $24. In North Virginia, it is around $4. How many hours like I used that? I used it for 308 hours. So NAT gateway per hour, $19 it got. This is for your information, like to know why it got that bill that much generated. Like you can uh, see here and you can understand why the bills are generating for what services. Any questions in billing related? Okay, next one. Support. If you have any issues, if you want to talk to AWS customer support, click on this question mark. You can see here one option called support center. Go to support center and you can create a ticket. Like what is your issue? If your issue is related to some AWS account creation, I mean some account activation, bills related issues or technical issues, whatever, you can create ticket, create case means creating a ticket. Choose the related issue. Your issue is related to account and billing or technical. Technical is will not support for you because our account is free trial account. For free trial account, we are getting basic support plan. So technical questions you cannot ask. So business support means you need to raise the request. For account and billing related, you can create the tickets. What type of service? Is it related to account activation, billing? Is it related to domains, data exchange, connect, free data related, invoice related, what certifications related? Choose anything. Like category. Is it related to like converting these issues, restoring ownership transfer, like change account, close account, like whatever. Next step, give the subject of your issue, describe about your issue. If you have any attachments, you attach and next. Solve now or contact us. If you click on contact us, there are two options, web option and phone option. If you click on phone, it is asking you to enter phone number. You provide your phone number details, they will contact you. They will call to your mobile and ask you about the issue. What is your problem? Like what help you need from AWS? They will chat with you. You can resolve the issue. Okay. So this is about customer support. Any questions in AWS customer support? See, this support plan is basic.
No.
That's all related to this. Next, coming to Linux operating system. We'll discuss about operating systems. See, we have two types of operating system. One is Windows operating system. This Windows operating system is introduced by Microsoft company. Microsoft company has introduced this Windows OS, and the source code of Windows operating system is confidential. Source code means what? Program. The program which is written to develop Windows operating system is very confidential. I cannot see what programs they have written to develop Windows OS. Only Microsoft employees can see. To install genuine Windows operating system in your computer or in your laptop, you need to purchase license from Microsoft.
1 second, bro. Actually, hello.
Yes.
Your screen should be like in zoom mode, bro. Actually, we can see the very near to the screen. Actually,
Is it for everyone?
No, Ravin.
for me, I think actually.
Maybe that is your settings in your system. Maybe your system settings like it got zoomed.
No, from starting onwards, I'm good. But when you are going to share that a Linux starting from onwards, I can see the screen difference.
మిగతా వాళ్ళకి ఎలా ఉంది? Guys, respond. I'm asking something.
నార్మల్గానే ఉంది.
ఓకే, మేబీ నేను రీజాయిన్ అవుతాను బ్రో ఒకసారి.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from Microsoft company, it has introduced different versions of Windows operating system like Windows 98, Windows XP version, Windows Vista version, 7 version, 8 version, 8.1 version, Windows 10, and latest Windows 11 version also. These are the different versions from Windows operating system. Apart from Windows, we have other operating system, that is Unix operating system. This Unix operating system is developed by some people, and they didn't keep the source code as private. The source code of Unix is open for everyone. It is in public. Unix operating system source code is public. Anybody can see the source code. So what happened? One man, his name is Linus Torvald. He took the source code of Unix operating system. On top of that code changes, he added his own code. He added his own flavors. Then he named that operating system as Linux operating system. So Linus Torvald has took the code of Unix. On top of that, he added some changes. Then he renamed, not renamed, like he named that operating system. He introduced a new operating system and he called it as Linux. But he didn't develop this OS from scratch. The base OS, the base code he took from Unix, and on top of that, he added the code changes. Similarly, IBM company also took source code of Unix and they developed an operating system called IBM AIX. HP company also developed an OS called HP UX. They also took source code from Unix. Even Apple company also took source code of Unix. They added their flavors and named that OS as Mac OS. Sun Microsystems also, this company also took the source code of Unix. They also added their code changes and they named that operating system as Solaris. So all these operating systems are originated from where?
Unix.
Unix.
From Unix. Since Linux operating system also open, but not other operating system, IBM, AIX, HP, UX, Mac operating system, Solaris, these are again confidential. Nobody can see the code of these operating systems except Linux. This Linux Torvald has kept the code source code again open. Since it is public, again, like companies or some people started taking the code. On top of that Linux source code, they added the changes. Amazon company added their changes and they developed a new operating system called Amazon Linux operating system. So this Amazon Linux is originated from Linux. Linux is originated from Unix. It is like grandparent, parent, child. Amazon Linux is a mix of 90% Unix, 5% Linux, 5% Amazon Linux. So it's a combination of Unix plus Linux plus Amazon Linux. Okay. Next, Red Hat company also took the source code of Linux. They also developed an operating system called Red Hat Enterprise Linux, RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Some group of people, they developed an operating system. They took source code from Linux and they named it as CentOS. CentOS means like Community Enterprise Operating System. Similarly, like Ubuntu operating system also originated from Linux. Debian also originated from Linux. SUSE, these operating systems are originated from Linux. So these are all originated from Linux and all these are originated from Unix. Overall, the core operating system is what? In all of these operating systems, what is the core OS?
Unix. Linux operating system.
So in the Linux unda? Do we have Linux here? Do we have Linux here?
We have Unix.
Then what is a core operating system?
Unix.
Unix.
Unix is a core operating system. Next. Differences between Windows architecture as well as Linux or Linux architecture. First, we'll understand about Windows architecture. Let's take a hardware. Hardware means any physical device like computer or a laptop. On top of this hardware, I'll install one operating system. Obviously, it is Windows operating system because I'm talking about Windows architecture. I took one new laptop. In that, I'm installing Windows operating system. Once you install Windows operating system, immediately you will see a shell screen on top of that. Shell screen is nothing but this CMD, command prompt. This command prompt we call as shell screen. Okay. Then on top of the shell screen, you will have one GUI, graphical user interface. What is GUI? So this is called GUI, console. You are seeing options like folder options, like recycle bin shape, like these are all icons, search icon, date, time, like charging sound, symbol, like all this you are seeing. That is because of GUI, graphic. See, you can see the images, you can see all these folders. Why? Because in my Windows operating system, I have graphical user interface. And whatever inputs a user want to give, user will provide input to GUI. Input means like, for example, I want to create a folder. On top of desktop, I'll do right click. I'm getting some options, new, display settings, personalize. Click on new, you see folder, AWS. That's it. I have created a folder, right? So I have given my input to where I have given my input on top of GUI. And immediately I can see the results. Okay. Similarly, like you can provide your input to shell screen also. Not only GUI, you can provide your input to shell screen. But the difference is if you want to give your input to shell screen, you need to give commands. So let's say I want to create one folder on desktop. Let's change the path cd desktop command mkdir folder name DevOps. Let's go to desktop. See, DevOps folder is created. So I have created a folder called DevOps folder. Now I'll create one more folder, mkdir Linux admin. Linux admin. Check here. See, Linux admin folder is created. See, even from GUI also you can create the excuse me. So you can provide your inputs to GUI and you can create the output. Even you can provide your input to shell screen as well as, and you can create the output. But what is the difference? Which one is easy to interact with? Interacting with GUI is easy or interacting with shell is easy?
GUI.
GUI is easy. Why? Because you no need to by heart any commands. You don't need to remember any commands. You don't need to enter anything. By looking into the options accordingly, you can understand and you can do the activities. But whereas if you want to perform anything with shell screen, you need to interact with commands only. You need to enter the commands, right? So this is called Windows architecture. Coming to Linux architecture, here also we have hardware. On top of that hardware, we'll install kernel. Kernel means nothing but operating system. But the terminology we use here, kernel. ఇక్కడ OS అంటాము, operating system అంటాము, Windows side, ఇక్కడ kernel అంటాము. On top of kernel, there is a shell here also. But here we provide our user inputs directly to shell. There is no GUI. సో ఇప్పుడు మనకు GUI లేదు, షెల్ స్క్రీనే ఉంది. అలాంటప్పుడు లినక్స్ కమాండ్స్ అనేవి ఖచ్చితంగా నేర్చుకోవాల్సిందే. Without Linux commands, you cannot interact with shell. That's why people learn Linux course, people learn Linux commands, but people learn Windows operating system. నేర్చుకుంటారా ఎవరైనా విండోస్ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్? Which one is easy to work with, Windows or Linux?
Windows.
Windows is easy because you have console GUI, but Linux is not like that. You need to interact with shell so that you need to aware of Linux commands, right? So this is the difference between Windows architecture as well as Linux architecture. Next, Linux operating system advantages. It is an open source. Its source code is easily available. It is publicly available, the source code. Like it is not belonging to any one of the like companies. And it is free of cost. You can download and install Linux operating system in your machine for free of cost. You don't need to buy, you don't need to spend money. You don't need to give for anyone. If you want to install Windows OS, genuine OS, Windows, you need to purchase license from Microsoft. Even for Mac, you need to purchase. But for Linux, it's not like that. It's open. It is lightweight. Lightweight means it will not occupy much storage to install. If you install Windows operating system, it may take 30 GB storage for installation. But if you install Linux operating system, it may take it takes maximum 8 GB only. So that's why you call it as lightweight. And the performance is also very fast. Why performance is fast? Because it is having less storage. If less storage is occupied, performance will be more. If the storage is full, it will take some time to load. And security wise also, Linux operating system have more security compared to Windows. And it does not require any antivirus softwares to install. The reason why, because in Windows operating system, you downloaded one software, but by mistakenly that software is having some virus. What happened means that virus will spread to your entire Windows operating system. It will spread all over your other softwares also. Like your entire Windows laptop will be like corrupted. But in Linux, if you download any package, if the package is having virus, it will not spread to entire OS. It will be limited to that one only. So what you can do, you can remove that. If you uninstall or if you delete that package, your virus will be gone. But in Windows, it's not like that. It will spread all over your OS. What do you need to do? Either you need to install antivirus and delete everything. Otherwise, you need to uninstall your operating system. Okay. So these are the advantages of Linux operating system. Any questions here?
Sir, can you repeat that antivirus? I mean, the security
See, in Windows
concept.
operating system, you downloaded one PDF software. Okay. You downloaded it, you installed PDF software, but along with PDF software, you have some virus. Otherwise, yeah, you got some virus, and slowly this virus will be spread across other softwares also, like Google Chrome, Microsoft Word, like entire operating system, this virus has spread. If you want to remove the virus, you need to install antivirus programs and you need to install, you need to remove virus. Otherwise, you have to delete your entire Windows operating system. You need to uninstall and reinstall new operating system altogether to delete that virus. Okay. Understood this one?
So, it will be affected only like that particular
In
section.
Windows, it will spread. In Linux, it will not spread. It will be limited to that package only. If you delete that particular PDF software, that is fine. But here it's not like that. Slowly it spread to entire OS, right?
Okay, sir, got it.
So that's why in Linux, you no need to install any antivirus program. Requires no antivirus program for it, because if you delete directly that PDF package, that's fine. Okay. Yes. Next one, file system hierarchy. Wait. Differences between Windows and Linux operating system. In Windows, we call administrator user. When you install Windows operating system in your laptop, by default, owner will be there, right? Owner of that laptop. We call them as administrator in Windows. In Linux, we call them as root user. And elanti oka inti owner laga anamata. They will have all the permissions. Windows కి వచ్చేసరికి we call them as Windows administrator. Linux operating system lo we call them as root user. These users are like owners of that operating system. They can install any software, uninstall any software. They can create any user. They can create any server, like whatever they want, they can do, because they will have all privileges. In Windows, we call folder. In Linux, we call them directory or directory. In Windows, you call software, install putty software, Chrome software. Here you call package. Here we use backward slash. Here we use forward slash for separation. means you see here. Let's say I am right now in public videos folder, that is under public, that is under users. Like if you want to take the path, what is here? Copy and paste here. See /users /public/videos. So // is used in Windows. Same thing in Linux. How we do C/users/public/videos. Here // is used. Here / is used. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Next. In my Windows operating system, who is the administrator? Na laptop lo admin evaru. You can check here. Even in your laptop, who is admin user? Go to user accounts. Arvind user is the administrator. Local account administrator means this user will have all privileges. He can do anything. He can install, uninstall, create, delete, whatever he want, he can do because this user is the administrator. Now my brother also want to access same laptop. What I'll do, I'll create one more user for him. So like change your manage another account. So I can create one more account for him. I'll give limited access like Google Chrome access, MS Word access. So other than my MS Word, Google Chrome, he cannot do anything. While unlocking the laptop, let's say whenever he hit power button, can laptop open చేసేటప్పుడు password enter చేయాలి కదా. There, two options చూపిస్తారు. Arvind account, my brother name. Like say Harish, both will be there. He will choose his account and he will give his password. Windows OS open అయిన తర్వాత laptop open అయిన తర్వాత he will have limited permissions, MS Word as well as Chrome. He cannot see other things. Because he's a normal user. I am admin user. Normal user will have limited access. Admin user will have all the access. Admin user ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు? This admin user ఎక్కడ ఉంటారు అంటే in C drive లో users అనే folder లో inside users folder there is a folder called Arvind. So he is that administrator. I didn't create this folder. This folder is created automatically. Okay, where is this folder?
Under users.
Under users. So users folder will become home for this administrator because this user is under users folder, right? Arvind and administrator ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు? Users అనే folder లో ఉన్నాడు. కాబట్టి ఈ users అనే folder ఏంటి అంటే ఇల్లు తనకి home అన్నమాట, home directory. For this Arvind administrator, users is the home directory. Okay. Users లోపల ఇది ఉంది కాబట్టి. Now coming to Linux system. ఇప్పుడు మనకు విండోస్ లో ఎలా ఉంటుంది? విండోస్ లో ఎవ్రీథింగ్ స్టార్ట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ సి డ్రైవ్. సి డ్రైవ్ లో చాలా ఉన్నాయి. ఇఫ్ యూ సీ అండర్ సి డ్రైవ్ యూ హ్యావ్ మెనీ థింగ్స్ లైక్ 131 యాపిల్, Arvind, Intel, old data, perflows, program files, like many things are there. Again, if you go to users, again temp desktop, public, Arvind. Again, if you go to Android, AWS, like desktop documents, like subdirectories. If you go inside again subdirectories, many things are there. Starting one is C drive. C drive is the top level. దానికి పైన ఇంకేం లేదు. Everything comes under C drive. Similarly, in Linux operating system, everything starts file system hierarchy of Linux. Everything starts from top level root. This one we call as top level root directory. ఇది ఒక ఫోల్డర్ అన్నమాట. మనం Linux terminology లో what do you call? We call them as directory. So this / is not just /, it is a directory. In Linux, everything comes under this directory only. It is having now subdirectories like root directory, home directory, mali home directory lo EC2 user directory, Again, etc directory, USR directory, boot directory, bin directory, sbin directory. All these comes under root. See, root comes under this. We call this one also roots. Pronunciation wise, we call it as root. We call this one also root. But how will you differentiate? If I ask you to copy something in root directory, you will be confused, right? Which root? This root or this root? You will confuse. So that's why we call this one as top level root. To avoid confusion, we call it as top level root. So under top level root, you have root directory, home, etc, USR, boot, bin, sbin. Not only this, again, you have many more. Around 10, 15 directories are the subdirectories. Again, if you go inside root, you will have something. If you go home, you will have, like, if you go to etc, like plenty of things again. I'm not mentioning each and everything, like you will have plenty of things. But what is the speciality of this root directory? In Linux operating system, which user we call as like the owner? In Windows, we call administrator as the owner. In Linux, whom do we call?
Root user.
Root user. So that root user is under root directory. Root user అనేవాడు ఈ root directory లో ఉంటాడు. Root user will have all privileges, all permissions. How root user will be there? Like similarly, we have normal users also, right? Yes or no? Do we have normal users also?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
These normal users are created under home directory. It's like owner of the building is in root directory, tenants are under home directory. Owner is under root, tenants are under home. All these are directories. It is a directory, directory, directory. All these are directories. Inside this directory, who is there? Root user. Inside this directory, who will be there? Normal users. So this directory is like for configuration files. It will store configuration files. This directory will store all the packages. If you download anything, like you downloaded PDF and you installed PDF software, that will be installed here. You downloaded Chrome and you installed Chrome, that will be installed in USR. In Windows, how do we have these program files? If you download and install anything in your Windows, everything will be downloaded and installed in program files like C, Notepad++, put AMS, Google, Git, everything. How program files is for Windows, USR is for Linux. And we have boot directory, bin, sbin, plenty of. You no need to remember each and everything. You just understand what are these two about. Root directory is where root user will present. Home directory is where normal users are present. Till here, any doubts? That's all for today. We'll continue tomorrow then. If you have any questions, you can ask. Else we can wrap for the day.
Thank you.
I think, okay. Thank you.
Yes, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir.